You made it. This is your last life group involving Unfinished, though we're not quite finished on Sundays yet. Join this week, October 6th, as we make our commitments before the Lord. Then on November 3rd, as we celebrate our church's 40th anniversary, and we're going to announce that day the results of this Unfinished initiative. Both Sundays are going to be epic. Clear the calendar, join us. And if you need help understanding or even praying through your commitment card, please reach out to either one of our pastors or your life group leader. You don't have to do this alone. Online, you're going to find an explanation video to help you understand the card, and you just go to ccuf.church. It'll be easy to find from there. Story. You and I are unfinished stories, aren't we? What do you want to be known for? What do you want your story to be? Have you ever thought about it? Ever envisioned your spouse, your kids, your siblings, your boss, a neighbor speaking at your funeral? What do you want them to say about you? Our journey with God is unfinished, and we know it's a continuing process that lasts our entire life. But at key moments, like every other journey, we come to a crossroad. We believe that the Unfinished initiative is such a crossroad for us today. Are we going to play it safe and make a commitment we know is comfortable? Or, well, what's the other option besides a comfortable commitment? Remember, God isn't going to ask us to give beyond what He's already given to us. But we have to really seek Him, ask questions like, Lord, all I have is yours. What do you want me to put back into the kingdom for this initiative? Lord, I'm honoring you with the things you've entrusted to me. And if not, how can I? As you look at the scriptures you are going to read with your group, there are about two women who are known 2,000 years later. Their stories of generosity are still being told. What do you want to be known for?
We were looking for a church to go to, and at that time, our adult son was still living with us. He's 18 now and has moved on to Phoenix. We have a 7-year-old and a 2-year-old now. And so back when we first started looking for a church to go to, we were mainly wanting to find connection for us, but also importantly, connection for our children. And we came here, it was very welcoming, and the boys had just such a great time.
When we found Christ Church, we found that our littlest ones started saying, "That's my church," when we drove past on the freeway. And that was exactly what we wanted for them. So we stayed.
We've seen John especially really blossom and find good friends here. And with Tyler, all the amazing things that you guys are doing with the 2-year-olds in that room. He starts saying things about Jesus and the Bible, and he has very few words, and knowing that those are 2 of them is really cool to see.
Another one of our spiritually significant moments here was that our oldest chose to get baptized here. That was due in large part to his leaders in the youth ministry, and we really appreciated being able to watch him grow that way because of the people who are serving here, taking care of the teens. We started in a rooted group probably a year or so after we started attending the church. We made some lasting friendships out of it, and now we have our own unofficial life group that happens. And we've been teaching the K1 8:30 Sunday school class most weeks for over a year.
One of the main things that we notice talking to other families, especially with the younger children, is that lack of a connection and hangout space when the party in the patio is not happening. Emily and I decided to see, we know there's other rooms that are somewhere on the campus here, and see, which rooms could we borrow to try and set up a temporary connection space until we can figure out a more long-term solution. And that's how we stumbled upon the multi-purpose room.
It went amazing. We started it, I think, in April of this year. We had dozens of people every week. There was clearly a need for something in between, well, nice to see you, bye, and are you ready to join Rooted? Are you ready to join a life group? Or are you ready to join one of the Bible studies?
When we first heard about Unfinished, we were overjoyed about having a spot to kind of church ends, and then it's just, you don't have to, cross the street. You don't have to go to a different room. It's like you come out and this new building plan.
Young families need a place to be after church, and to be together and to let their kids be a little wild and free. And that's part of what this is going to be, which makes me so excited. We've loved being involved with the children's ministry, how we are. We've loved being involved with the impromptu connection space that we were able to create with some of our friends this past year. But I think this is challenging us to get involved in the 1, 2, 3-year plan of the church, which is not something we've been part of before. We're excited about that.
See that, okay, we're going to give more to the church because we can see all of the amazing things that this is going to be.
I think the Unfinished Vision is so much about having a space where we can bring people that haven't been to church before. And I know that's so much of our mission, and that's what the Who is Your One is about, is who can we invite into this. And the space that we're talking about building is all about creating somewhere that's inviting to everybody, and somewhere that feels inviting not just when you walk in, but also stay with us after, which I think is huge.